Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero Places and Detective Ordo. Today I'm going to be talking about the Fett. Now, before I get into it, I will say that, we've been having some exciting news, and I'm sure and hoping that in the next, 2 to 4 months, we get a Bounty Hunter rework, because we're in desperate need of it, especially for the Dark Side Territory battles. Also setting up for territory wars and a possible inclusion into arena, getting bounty hunters to actually work in arena. So we'll see how that works out, in the next 2 to 4 months, if they actually come out. I feel like it would be a great thing to add in to the game. But yeah, so first off, I do want to talk about the Fets. We only have the Empire Strikes Back / Return of the Jedi Boba Fett version in the game, where he dies, he comes back. And yeah, it's, that's a great character. He's just lost a lot of use in the last 6 months. He just doesn't fit in the arena as much anymore. It's a rarity that you do see him in arena. But now I want to suggest adding a Jango Fett and a young Boba Fett added into the game. Young Boba Fett being a marquee event, and then I feel like Jango Fett would fit perfect, just because he's Boba Fett's father, and he's also the host of the clone army, which Boba Fett is a clone, not a clone trooper, mind you, just a clone, and so that he wouldn't work as a clone trooper for the clone trooper faction, but so Jango Fett should be the bounty hunter to be the legendary event. Because we already got Cad Bane, he doesn't fit, and yeah, and you would need bounty hunters to unlock him. And actually, I've kind of slowed down on Dengar and Zam. Those are the two that are closest to 7-star. So that if they ever do Jango Fett bounty hunters, I'll have that legendary character ready to go. But of course, right now I'm finishing up Sith Trooper, Sith Assassin, and a few other characters in between. So, but Jango Fett being the legendary character, and young Boba being being that kind of character that would actually work well with Jango would be kind of cool. Even though Jango could still have some synergy with Zam Wazell too, have an ability where Zam's called to assist. Now, the version of Boba Fett is debatable. There is this version, but he doesn't really have any weapons, so it'd be like a melee character. I don't see that being possible. This is the more Boba Fett that would actually fit well with Jango Fett. It literally fit well with Jango Fett. He would have 2 blasters exactly similar to Boba Fett or Jango Fett. As you could probably, nope, you can't really see him. Of course, this is a kind of a cool picture I found. But anyways, this Boba Fett would be the one that would make more sense to work with Jango Fett. But then there's also the other young Boba Fett, maybe more of a Boba Fett teenager. And this Boba Fett would actually be a really good Boba Fett as well. So, it's debatable which one to use. I would assume they'd probably use more of this one, the one right before he got arrested, as he was trying to have revenge against Mace Windu before killing Jango Fett. But there's also the option of this Boba Fett himself. So, we'll see if they actually ever do that as a young Boba Fett. Will they? I don't know. But still, Jango Fett is a legendary character, hands down. I can easily see that being for the Bounty Hunter faction. Then they just need Bounty Hunters to unlock, not Clone Troopers. I feel like Clone Troopers should be saved for more of a more legendary Clone Trooper, like maybe Alpha or maybe even the Delta Squad. Be a crazy one. Have a month event of one of each for clones. That would be insane. That means then I push for clones. Of course, I'd also have to add a few more clones so you can actually farm them. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the Fets for Galaxy of Heroes. I feel like there could be some good synergy with Jango Fett and young Boba Fett more than Jango Fett and the current Boba Fett. The current Boba Fett is, old, if not younger or older than Jango Fett. I'd have to do the math on that one, but but yeah, still adding them in, I feel like would be great. Obviously, we know Jango Fett. There's quite a few different abilities he can have. He can definitely have the flamethrower. The flamethrower would have an abilities, burning ability similar to R2's improvise. Then you got, a Trank Dart. That would be an option. Obviously, he'd have a leader and a unique ability. He'd have the Whipcord effect where that can stun for a turn. He has his dual blaster pistols, so he can get, a couple of bonus damage effects. Something mixed between like Cad Bane or Boba Fett or Sabine Wren, something of that nature, to where he gets to attack multiple times with his dual blasters. So yeah, having, he has a lot of arsenal. He could even do a melee attack, something similar to Thrawn's Fracture in a sense, but something different, because Jango Fett did use melee against Obi-Wan Kenobi. And of course, Jango Fett would have bonus against Jedi, of course, like all bounty hunter, like a few different bounty hunters and Sith. So, young Boba Fett, he'd probably just have he would be more of a basic kit. I can see him just being an Omega character, where he's called to assist off of one of Jango Fett's abilities, but he's also a character that would have, he'll have dual blaster pistols as a young Boba Fett compared to his older counterpart with the E33, but he could have a grenade effect or but I don't see that. I see him more of a basic, some sort of special, and just a unique as a young Boba Fett. At least this version of Boba Fett. This version of Boba Fett, I can see him have a little bit more, but we would see. Also, this version of Boba Fett, he could actually be or have a synergy with the I think it's H-21. The droid that he works with on the mission where they're on, not Utapau, on Barra, I think it is, where they're on that train. I don't think it's on Barra. What was I thinking? But, they're on the train attacking in Clone Wars. Yeah, he has the synergy with that one droid that he's with, because at that time he was more paired with that droid. And then later on down the road, something happens to where he loses the droid, or the droid, he lets the droid go its own path. So, that's kind of my thoughts on Jango and Boba. Maybe we get two different young Boba Fetts. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Again, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Jango and Boba Fett. Do you feel like they should be in the game? I personally do. I'm surprised Jango Fett's not in the game already, but I'm sure the time they do a bounty hunter rework, Jango Fett will be in the game, and they're probably just trying to figure out the best, other than, planned scheduling with the developers. I'm sure they're trying to find the best way to work Jango Fett. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it, and you guys have a wonderful day.